Hey you guys, what's going on? I'm here for another installment of the Gospel Chronicles. I was gonna wait until tomorrow, but all this shit that's been going on, I mean, fuck. It's like, why wait any longer, you know? And everybody else putting their videos out, so let's just get into it. I'm warning y'all right now, if y'all see me pick up a bottle of Parmesan throughout this video, yeah, I've been drinking. But yeah, cheap ass Parmesan, honey. But let's just get into it. All right, Blac Chyna, Rob Kardashian. I seen this the other day on Facebook. I follow the Shade Room or whatever, B Scott, people like that. I don't have a Twitter or whatever, but this might have been on Instagram though, but I don't follow Blac Chyna or Rob on Instagram or whatever. But um, it was a picture, I think, of a tattoo, like somebody's arm around Blac Chyna, and I don't remember what the caption was. This might have been on Instagram. I don't remember what the caption was, but people immediately knew that it was motherfucking Rob Kardashian's arm from the tattoos. I was like, well, damn. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. It's some people tattoos that I do observe real well because it just stands out. So you just know, like, oh, that's so and so. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people instantly knew it was Rob Kardashian, and sources are saying that they're dating or whatever. I'm not sure if they're dating. Maybe Chyna is just trying to be his friend, I guess, and kind of, I don't know what the motive is, but the motive could be that maybe they're both trying to get back at the Kardashians, considering the fact that he ain't feeling his family, and Blac Chyna ain't feeling his family, or whatever. I know some people saying, that this is petty, they're petty, this, that, and the third. Personally, I'm here for it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm here for it. Now, I'm not the one to be like vengeful when I've been done wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I'm usually, even though I have thoughts, don't get me wrong, I'm human. I have my thoughts, but at the end of the day, I'd be like, karma gonna get their asses, so I don't need to even do shit. But I ain't mad at Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian, because especially not Blac Chyna, because it seemed like she was just done so fucking dirty by those girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, it's crazy. Everybody is coming at her when y'all was just coming at Tyga for dating Kylie. Red shirting her, or whatever Charlamagne the God called it, red flag and red shirting her. Until she turned 18, to really be really exclusive with their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers was just jumping on him just last year before he turned 18 about him being the Chester molester and leaving Blac Chyna for her and all this stuff. And now that Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian is doing this, now everybody want to jump on Blac Chyna. No. Like I said, I mean, yeah, it may be petty, but at the same time, I ain't mad at them neither, because that family just be doing Rob so dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just, they don't care about him. The way I see it, they don't care about him. Now, don't get me wrong. As far as Rob, I do feel like he has been kind of codependent on people, because you guys remember, he really was close with Lamar, very close with Lamar. He talked to Lamar about a lot of things or whatever. So it's like, once Chloe and Lamar, once they separated and everything, that's where it seemed like that's where it kind of seemed like Rob Kardashian started going downhill a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? And with the weight gain, and now his health is in with the diabetes or whatever. And so it's just kind of, it don't seem like his family really been there for him like that. I mean, he barely be out the house now, whatever, this, that, and third. And like I said, Blac Chyna been done so dirty by their family, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was friends with Kim K at one point, you know what I'm saying? Good friends with them or whatever. And then for her little sister to pretty much steal her fucking man. I mean, we don't know who made the first move between Kylie and Tyga, but either way, it's still wrong on both of their ends, because y'all all supposed to be like this, or whatever, then you do some fuck shit like that. Now, yeah, it does look more bad on Tyga's part because Tyga's older and he was a grown ass man when all this shit started. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he is more wrong, because technically Kylie was still a child in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So Tyga is more in the wrong because at the end of the day, he owes her loyalty. He owed Blac Chyna loyalty and everything, and then for him to sit up here and step out on her, and not only step out on her, out on somebody who was like a family friend and underage on top of that. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not mad about them doing this shit. Like I said, yeah, I wouldn't do no shit like this, but I'm not mad that they're doing it. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Rob will lose, now that he hanging with Chyna and everything, maybe he'll lose some, that weight, get his body back or whatever. I think they're even living together or something. I know I read something earlier. I didn't click on the article or whatever, but I did read something where I guess Chloe caught, I don't know if she caught them in her house or whoever's house or something like that. But yeah, apparently Rob now is living with Chyna. So like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, whatever. It might just be for publicity or whatever, who knows, but hey, fuck it. Tying into this next story, Kanye West Kardashian versus Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose. Now, I was on my way to school when I seen all this shit or whatever transpiring. I didn't know where it had came from at first. I had to get some background information on where this all started, because I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Apparently Kanye West, was going to name his album Swish or whatever, and I think that has something to do with Nike or whatever, but I guess he decided to change the name to Waves, and, I guess apparently that dude Max B, that's close with French Montana or whatever, that's currently incarcerated right now. I guess, I don't really know Max B music like that or whatever, but I guess he started the whole wave movement or whatever. I don't know, I don't know, what I'm saying? I know y'all think just because I'm 20 years old, I supposed to know some shit like this, but I don't. Sorry, I don't know what the wave movement is supposed to be or whatever. And Wiz Khalifa, I guess he was apparently telling Kanye, like, well, before Wiz Khalifa, I guess some of Kanye's fans or whatever was telling him, about Max B being the start of the wave movement and everything. And, Kanye said something, I guess trying to show some respect or whatever. Wiz Khalifa, I guess he caught whiff of it and was like, telling Kanye, like, that's kind of disrespectful a little bit because he started this movement and everything, and for you to name your album that or whatever, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, I mean, Max B it don't seem like he getting out. If he is getting out, he ain't getting out no time soon. So to be even talking about some wave movement, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Wiz Khalifa said something. He said something else, and he said KK or whatever. I forgot exactly what he said, but all I know is at the end of that tweet he had said something about rolling up some KK. You know what I'm saying? And of course Kanye West, the Gemini. I told you about them damn Geminis. The damn Gemini comes out of him or whatever. He starts going off because he thinks Wiz Khalifa is talking about Kim Kardashian, with the whole KK thing. KK thing. It's like, the nigga could have been talking about the motherfucking Krusty Krab from SpongeBob for all you fucking know, and you just assume somebody talking about your motherfucking wife. I was like, child, the Kanye don't take his ass some fucking where. You know what I'm saying? He just started making all these tweets or whatever. I don't even remember all of them. And he started numbering them. He was like, first of all, second of all, third of all, 50th all. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, trying to get his points across or whatever. He was like, Wiz Khalifa was, he's whack or whatever. Can't nobody hasn't, nobody has listened to, nobody that he knows has listened to a whole Wiz Khalifa album all the way through. Might be true because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I fucked with Wiz Khalifa when he first came out, and I'm not talking about when he came out with the Blac. I'm talking about before he, started growing his hair out and everything. I was, fucking with Wiz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? But I've never heard a whole Wiz Khalifa album all the way through. He was saying that his songs are corny or whatever. Maybe nowadays, maybe his songs are kind of corny, but he also has had some catchy songs too. And y'all definitely know I like that Black and Yellow song because, me and him both like the Pittsburgh Steelers. But yeah, anyways. But at the same time, it's like, okay, yes, Kanye has had more success. He has had more hits. But at the same time, lately, Kanye, what great body of work have you had? What was the last album you had that motherfuckers could listen to all the way through? Please tell me, because these last couple albums you've been coming out with, I just was like, what the fuck is this, Kanye? What? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I know some people won't really fucking with him. Well, not necessarily they won't fucking with him, but just kind of after the whole College Dropout album, they wasn't really vibing with him like that. Even after College Dropout, I still was fucking with his music. I still enjoyed his music and everything. But, I don't know. These last couple of years, I just, like, what is this bullshit? He might have maybe 1 or 2 songs I might like, and then everything else is just straight garbage to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And, yeah, I don't get it. It seemed like ever since his mom passed, and I mean, it's been a minute since this happened, but it just, when your mom is really the only thing you had, it's hard to get over that no matter how much. I mean, you never really get over that shit, period. But some people just learn how to function again after some shit like that. I feel like Kanye hasn't quite learned how to completely function again since his mama has died. Because I guarantee you, half of this clown shit he been doing since his mom passed, he would never have done had his mom still been here. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's a grown-ass man, too. You know what I'm saying? He got to take some accountability for his actions. You know what I'm saying? And, so yeah, what else happened with that argument? He was saying some other stuff. Wiz Khalifa didn't really pay too much attention. He tweeted a couple of things or whatever. I forgot what he had said, but I do remember the second tweet that he had said. He was like, he was like, dumbass, KK is my brand of weed or whatever. I think it's called Khalifa Kush or something like that. He was like, that's my motherfucking brand of weed. But you can even still, everybody knows Wiz Khalifa is a stoner, and he said, I'm about to roll up this KK. So clearly, anybody could have dissected that he was talking about weed, even if you didn't know that KK was a brand of weed, and let alone his weed. But I guess, like Charlamagne the God said, Kanye had that old man syndrome and didn't know, he just didn't know. But, oh yeah, Kanye had also said, he had said something about, you got trapped by a stripper, talking about Amber Rose or whatever. And, what else he say? He was like, I bet you, he was like, I'm the reason why your kid here. And I bet you every time you look at your kid, you think, damn, I gotta deal with this for the next 18 years, this, that, and the third. I was just like, what? How dare you bring somebody's fucking kid into this shit? Like, who the fuck does that? Who does that? That was some straight bitch shit right there. Anybody bring your motherfucking kids into this shit, so why would you bring somebody else? Why would you bring some kids into a adult fight? Like, really? Like, come the fuck on. But, what else happened? Yeah, like I said, Wiz Khalifa didn't say too much, but it wasn't long before the mother, aka Amber Rose, stepped her ass in and was like, hold the fuck up, motherfucker. Like, Kanye West, are you mad because I'm not playing in your booty hole anymore? I was like, woo. I mean, we can't really be surprised because it seemed like the ass eating the boot, fingers in the booty hole been kind of like a trend nowadays. So I guess we really can't be too surprised, but it's just still kind of like, ooh. Now, I don't know if it's true or if she was just saying that just to be saying it because he came at her motherfucking kid. But, I mean, I was just like, them memes that they was coming out with after that shit, they had different pictures of Kim K licking her fingers or whatever. They had one meme where, Kanye was sitting on Amber Rose's finger. I was just like, oh my, they had a whole bunch of different memes. I was like, oh my God, they is going to kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And, what else she said? Oh, he realized that he made a mistake. And he kind of was like, oh, okay, well, now that I know KK means weed or whatever, basically like, it's all positive vibes over here, back the waves or whatever. I was like, yeah, now you done made the ad. You done let the other, the Dr. the Mr. Hyde, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing that them Geminis got going on with them. You don't let the Mr. Hyde part come about your ass, and now you looking foolish. Because you just knew. You could have shot with, you talking about how you ain't had Wiz Khalifa number, all this stuff. He changed his number. Big as you are, like how you try to call yourself a god and everything, you could have got his number from, all these people. You could have got his number from anybody and asked him, like, yo, was you talking about my wife or whatever? Or you could have DM'd him, like, yo, was you talking about my wife? And handled that shit like some motherfucking men. But no. You want to take this shit to a whole nother level and bring motherfuckers kids and shit and whatever. And I wasn't mad at Amber for saying that shit that she was saying. And, he decided to delete his tweets or whatever. And Amber was like, oh, no, motherfucker, don't delete your tweets now. You talking all this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Just now that the mother has arrived or whatever. And it do seem like Kanye is kind of intimidated by Amber. Because every time she step on the scene, I swear to you, he backs the fuck up. Because I feel like Amber has really been holding her tongue for a minute. Like, she probably got some shit on Kanye. She probably really got some shit on Kanye, and she been trying to play nice and hold her motherfucking tongue, but I don't know how much longer she gonna be able to do that. And then, back to the whole stripper reference that he made. First of fucking all, nigga, you was engaged to Amber Rose at one point. So how you gonna sit up here and talk about Wiz Khalifa? Yeah, you didn't have no kids with her. Yeah, y'all didn't make it down the aisle, but you was engaged to her at one point. And then, hello, your wife was practically a motherfucking porn star. And motherfuckers had to remind his ass about that shit. So don't be throwing stones, my nigga, and, you pretty much in the same kind of situation. It is absolutely ridiculous. Moving on from that, I just spent a lot of time talking about the Kardashians and the Tigers and the Blac, all them motherfuckers. The only sane one at this point seems to be Kendall. At this point, I got love for Chloe and everything, but she's starting to get kind of too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about all that bullshit. I spent a lot of time on that. So moving on, the Unbreak My Heart, the Toni Braxton's biopic. I just was like, fuck it, I'll just talk about it a little bit in here. It was okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst neither. It definitely was better than that damn Aaliyah biopic. All right. But, the wigs were awful. Especially when they, you guys remember when Toni Braxton had that, she was famous for that short haircut she had back in the 90s or whatever. And that wig that they put on that girl with the short haircut, that wig was awful. They did that hairstyle no motherfucking justice. I said, no ma'am. Y'all motherfucking tried it with that bullshit. Of course, also too, the lip syncing the lip syncing was off. You know, it's like I guess she was trying to find her inner Tony or whatever, but even it wasn't believable. When she would perform or whatever, it wasn't believable. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the lip syncing was off. So, what else with the movie? Debbie Morgan, I thought she did a good job playing Mama Evelyn. The guy who played Babyface, pretty much, he kind of looked like him, like a younger version of Babyface. Person that played Pebbles, I feel like they should have got the same person that played Pebbles on TLC to be in, Toni Braxton's biopic. What else? I had a hard time figuring out who was who between the sisters. Only ones that I could decipher was Tamar and Tawanda. And the only reason why I could decipher Tawanda is because them damn pigtails they had that girl wearing in that damn movie. And y'all remember the first season or two of the Braxton Family Values, Tawanda was wearing them damn stupid pigtails in her head. Might as well had put some motherfucking Borex on them shits. But they did try it with Tawanda, though. They really did try it. And I know she has more harder features or whatever, you know what I'm saying, compared to the rest of them. But they really tried it with that girl they had to play her. I didn't know who Trina and Tracy was. Tamar, I thought the girl they got to play Tamar, she kind of resembled her. I didn't really buy her acting though, like of course she was saying a lot of the things that Tamar would say, this, that, and the third, but I don't know if I really brought into it, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that they showed in the movie, we pretty much kind of already knew, you know what I'm saying? So we didn't find out anything new, but it was an alright movie. What else did I want to say about it? I didn't know that she had took some pills or whatever though, because I think she had an abortion, and she was taking some pills. You know how you got to take some pills to recover from it or whatever, and possibly it could cause birth defects for her kids in the future or whatever. Which her youngest son, you guys know he has autism and everything or whatever. They showed, of course, her marriage to Carrie. I thought the guy that they got for Carrie actually looked better than the real Carrie. But, yeah. Like I said, it was an alright movie. Like I said, it wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst. I think maybe it would have been better had they, linked up with maybe VH1, like how TLC did for their biopic. Because that was a good biopic that TLC did. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have been better if she would have linked up with VH1 instead of Lifetime. And I know somebody had threw out there maybe HBO as well. That wouldn't have been a bad idea in my opinion neither. But yeah, that's just my little take on the movie. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. R. Kelly in his interview with GQ. I just kind of skimmed over the interview or whatever because I just wanted to talk about about what everybody else was talking about. Like I had heard them talk about it on the Breakfast Club or whatever, and basically, he was talking about his life or whatever, and he was talking about, I guess, having a crush on his mom growing up or whatever, and that was kind of creepy to me. Ooh, excuse me. That was kind of creepy to me. I don't know if he was just kind of joshing us here, like, playing around or whatever, but I was just kind of like, he's in love with your mom? I mean, he never say that he wanted to have sex with her or anything, but it just the stuff he was kind of saying just was kind of, Anyways, moving on from that, what else happened in that interview that they was talking about? Him being molested when he was younger by, I think, somebody, a friend of the family or something, and it was a female, and he was saying that it started from when he was about 7 or 8 years old and ended when he was like 14 or 15. And at first, of course, it was something he didn't really want to do. But then after a while, like I guess as he started getting older, he was just kind of like, it's like something he had got used to. You know what I'm saying? But he knew it wasn't right. But it's just kind of like, pretty much he felt like he didn't have no choice in the matter, and he told nobody about it, not even his mom. You know what I'm saying? They also asked him about, of course, the different indiscretions that he's had with younger females over the years, and about the fact that people still, regardless of those situations, was still buying his music or whatever. And he just was kind of like the reason why there's still the reason why people have still bought my music over the years is because they knew all the allegations against me was BS. That's pretty much what he said. And I was just kind of like, I mean, the reason why hold on, y'all. Oh, sorry. But yeah, the reason why sorry, I keep on looking at my damn phone. I apologize. But yeah, I got notifications and shit. But it's like, R. Kelly, the reason why people still brought your albums is because you make great music. It's like as if people try to separate his music from his personal life. You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like, and he was saying how he wasn't found guilty or anything, and the person was saying just because you wasn't found guilty don't mean you didn't do it. You know what I mean? And that's true. It's like motherfuckers get found and not guilty every motherfucking day. Don't mean that they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a simple fact that like they just, they didn't have enough evidence. You know what I'm saying? And then, especially with the situation with the 14-year-old girl, well, the girl that was 14 years old at the time that was in the video, I believe that she wasn't really trying to say nothing during that trial or whatever. So they didn't really have a lot to go by, go off of. I mean, even though they had the fucking video. And like I told y'all before, I didn't see the video because I was too young. I'm pretty sure there's some people my age that did see the video, you nasties. But I've heard about the video growing up, and a lot of people said that was the nigga in the video. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just because you're not found guilty or something, that doesn't mean that you didn't do it. And I think he's just kind of made up in his mind, like he really believes that he just half of the shit that he's done, he has not done. You know what I'm saying? Like he just made it up in his mind, like this is what the fuck it is, and this is what the fuck it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna I didn't say it before. I'm not gonna front. I love R. Kelly's music. I mean, now his recent music I haven't really been on that much, but definitely his music back in the 90s, the early 2000s, I fucked with. You know what I'm saying? But but you could tell he does have some issues, some long going issues that he should have addressed a long time ago, that maybe he should have got help for a long time. Well, I don't know. We don't know if maybe he tried to get help or whatever, and it just, I don't know. But it just, yeah, it's something really wrong. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's all I really have to say about that stance. If you guys want to read the whole article or whatever, you can go to GQ. Or whatever, GQ.com, and also I think it's a 45-minute video of him singing about his life. I didn't really care to, like, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, something else I wanted to mention about the article before I get off that subject. He was talking about his mom's death or whatever, and I guess basically he done told two different versions. I guess one of the versions being in his book about his whereabouts of his mom's death, and then what he told GQ and maybe some other people or whatever. I think one of the versions was that he came to the hospital. Excuse me. He came to the hospital, and he was with, his brother and sister was there, and they was like, don't go in or whatever. He went in anyway, and she wanted him to leave because I guess she didn't want him to see her like that or whatever. And he was saying something to her, and that he was in pretty much a mid sentence, and then she died right there. And then another version was that he was in the studio, that he got a call or whatever about his mom dying, or something like that. So it's just kind of like, that kind of shows you right there that R. Kelly is kind of, I mean, you don't want to believe. He was saying that, there's Yeezy, that his publisher, because, he wrote a book about his life. I forget which one of those versions was in the book or whatever, and he was like that the author, that, probably got what he said misconstrued or everything, but it's like, how can you get that mixed up? You know what I'm saying? But, it goes to show you right there that R. Kelly, he kind of, he not the most truthful person or whatever, so shit, he could lie, but if he could lie about that, he could lie about any motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Like I said, want to read the whole article, is on GQ.com. Moving on from that, B.O.B. Woo, my boy B.O.B. He think the world is flat. He think he like, fuck what Christopher Columbus and whoever else said about the world being round. I'm telling you, the world is flat. That's what he on or whatever. And it's just kind of like, this is something that's been proven over the years, that the world is round. If the world was flat, we would have been dropped off it by now. Especially if we didn't have gravity. I just was like, he want to be on some conspiracy theory type of shit or whatever. I was just like, I don't know. And I like B.O.B. I do, but it just seemed like something been wrong with him ever since him and 7th Streeter broke up. And yeah, I'ma just need for him to get the fuck together. It's just, And he really, he was really getting real live upset out here because motherfuckers was really trying to challenge him on this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, anyways, moving on from that. Congrats to my girl Mimi, aka, and I ain't talking about Mimi from Love and Hip Hop. I'm talking about my girl Mariah Carey. She got engaged to that dude, I forget his name. He bought her, I think, a 35 carat ring, and I think the ring cost $7.5 million or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, whoo, that is a lot for a ring, but fuck it. If he can afford it, then hey, which obviously we know he can. I can't be mad at him. But I believe that they're both, we know Mariah is still technically married to Nick, and then he's still married to his wife. So, yeah, they're going to have to get that together. I'm just saying. Rihanna's album, I think the album accidentally leaked out before they had wanted to actually release it. So they ended up releasing it on Tidal, pretty much to save face or whatever. I guess, I did hear the song Work. It's a catchy song. It's not like her songs, from previous albums and, this, that, and the third. But it's a cool song, and it's also featuring Drake. Like I said, as far as the album, though, I think it had got leaked out before she initially had wanted to release it. So, yeah. All y'all, Rihanna Navy, whatever, y'all want to go get the album, go on Tidal, and I think it's available somewhere else too. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything that I talked about today. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys come back, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.